how can I advertise my business on Google or other social sites for free? I honestly think that based on the last talk we had earlier this morning, you should have a paid strategy, an SEM strategy, where you're going to be putting out content and paying for people to find it. I look at it from a strategy of internal versus external audience. Your internal audience, they're going to love seeing, hey, what's new, or your value props that you're in a sense exuding out into your target audience and your people who already know you, your customers, your clients, your team, your staff. However, that external people that don't know you, it is wise and helpful to, in a sense, hey, we want to, this content's so good and we know that it'll help other people. It's fine to have that ad spend and that ad budget as well. You should have it. However, in some cases, you're like, well, what can I do for free? And there's nothing wrong with the word free. A lot of people are like, oh, it's free, it's not value. No, that's not true. Because you do need to spend time, which is money and effort, into what content are we going to put out. Google My Business is a perfect example of that. You should be putting out content. Now, it should be quality content. It should be, hashtag properly. It should be engaging your audience properly. It should be tied into your other, in a sense, tactics and strategies that you're going with all the other campaigns and for your brand. However, you can't put out content for free, and I say that with air quotes because you still have to create it. There's still time that scheduling it and making sure that it's, it's properly set up. However, it is something that you should be doing on a routine basis where you have your content plan in place and you're putting out that content. And it's not just for Google My Business. I think that's a great one. I think that's probably, especially if you're a local business and you're trying to drive people to your location or know about you locally, I think it's probably the best or one of the best. I think that Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, those are probably, I'd say, second tier that you should be going after those as well and putting out content that is free. In a sense, you still have to create it, but making sure that you're represented well on the networks there where your target audience, where you're focusing on target audiences that you want to engage with. Remember, though, the difference between SEO and SEM. SEO is organic, search engine optimization is you're trying to put out content that people will find via search, and it's going to drive organic traffic to your site or to your app or what have you. The SEM is where you're paying to have content that you've curated and really spent time on perfecting it. You're paying people to see it. I love SEM from the standpoint of your worth and value of your content or your app or your website or your business, and you're saying, hey, we want to reach outside of our audience and bring people in to know us and become part of our brand internally, not just externally. I know it's a kind of a tough question, but I think of it from that standpoint. What's your SEO strategy? What's your SEM strategy? Are they both going toward growth or sales or conversions, what have you? And then align accordingly based on, we're going to put stuff out for free. We're going to put stuff out that we're going to pay people to come and see us. Hope that helps. Talk soon.